Hi everyone, Darleen here from Single Boss Lady. Welcome to week one, I had to think about that, week one of the root-based chakra. Now, last month I talked about the earth connection chakra. Now we're talking about the root-based chakra. This is the one that is the first one in the physical body. It's not a physical chakra, it's an energetic chakra. All of these are to do with energies, and I really talk about chakras. Chakras are like vortexes of energy, and it's like, Chinese, they've got meridians. This is kind of a similar thing. It actually works well with all of that. It's about our energy, it's about moving the energy around and helping us live life on earth. We really want to live life and we want to thrive, and that's what the chakras can help us do. That's why I'm going into the chakras and doing a month on each chakra. So the first week is connection, the next week is creativity, the next week is abundance, and then I actually talk about business. So it's all it just goes one after the other, and that's what I'm doing each month with a chakra. This month, root-based chakra is the first one. Now traditionally it's about safety, security, all of that. Now, because of all the work I've been doing with it, I'm getting a lot more information. And so what I'm doing is just picking out a couple of things. So I'll pick out one for the personal and two for business. Excuse me. Interesting that I'm communicating and having a bit of trouble with my throat. I love all this because I just go into it. Now, personal, as I said, it's safety, security, but what I'm looking at is I'm actually looking at our psychological stability. You might be thinking, hang on, psychological's the head. Yes, it is. It gets to there. Our energy goes up. The heart is the bridge between the lower chakras and the upper chakras, whether they're in our body or whether they're below us and above us. And so what it means is that the root-based chakra is the start of our psychological stability. Think about that. Stability. Root-based chakra traditionally is safety, security. If you're feeling safe and secure, then your psychological stability, it will be more stable. So your psychological, it will be more stable. It will feel more stable because of that. So when you go into the root-based chakra and sit in there and think about your psychological, think about all of the thoughts, patterns, beliefs, everything, sit in that root-based chakra, the chakra that's right at the core of, right at the bottom of your spine, sit there and just go, okay, what's going on? Just really tap into it. Now, I talk about psychological because I actually live with mental illness. I've got depression, anxiety, PTSD. I talk about it all the time because I'm really open. I want other people to be able to talk about it. That's why I bring it up. And so whenever my root-based chakra is not working the best, then my psychological state isn't as stable as it can be. And that's a great reminder of me to go, okay, what's happening in my root-based chakra? What's happening there? Because my psychological state isn't as stable as it should be. Now, because of all the work I've done, it is a lot more stable than it has been in the past. And I'm so grateful for all of that. Now, that's the personal, the psychological state. And how stable is it? How stable is your psychological state? If, like me, then you've got a mental illness, then it can take more work. And that's why I work with the chakras, so it takes less work for me. The more I work with my chakras, the more I connect to my body. And that's what this week is about connection. Connect with your body, connect with yourself. Now, I love doing little different things. One of them is a facial, putting on a mask, allowing it just to, do its job, and then taking it off. That feels so good for me, and that helps my psychological state. It makes a huge difference to it. It really does make a huge difference to it. It's just incredible what happens. What can you do that will help your psychological state? Write down a whole list of them and have a priority. What's your go-to? What's the first thing that you're going to do when you're not feeling stable with your psychological state? When that's not feeling stable, what's the first thing you're going to do? First thing for me was I would go into my root-based chakra and I would sit in there and I would talk to it and I go, okay, what's going on? Communicate to me why I'm not feeling stable in my psychological state. And you might think this is really, it might be a bit strange. I've been doing it for so long that even now I've just gone straight into my root base chakra. Even though I'm talking to you, I've gone straight into my root base chakra, and I'm sitting there and I'm looking around, seeing what's actually going on in that chakra. And it's just phenomenal because I'm so connected to my body now, which is why I'm teaching women how to connect. I cannot emphasize how important it is to be beautifully connected to your body. Now, growing up, I wasn't connected to my body. I hid away in books and everything. I didn't want to know what all this meant. And, it did do a bit of damage. That's fine. All done. Doesn't matter. It's not important. What's important is we need to learn how to reconnect to our body. Think about when you're really connected. You can feel things in your body. If you're feeling a pain and you're connected, you can go straight to that pain and go, why are you there? And this is the idea of being connected to your body. When you're connected to your body, you're able to feel that beautiful love and everything, which can help make your relationships better as well, which helps your psychological state. All matches, doesn't it? It's really incredible. Now, the business, there's two. There's boundaries and purpose. Boundaries are really important, whether it's in personal, business, whatever. Work, if you work, I talk about business because that's what I'm about. I look after business women. I support business women. And so boundaries really, really important. And you can have them really firm, you can have them a bit flexible as well. My boundaries are important, and one of the biggest ones that I've really come back to lately that's helped me so much is I've got a boundary with my business, is that I only work at certain times. And so what happens is I would do a whole procedure now. Like when I wake up in the morning, I actually talk to my business and I go, good morning business, I'll see you later. You can still rest. There's no time to start working yet. We'll do that later. And you're thinking, hang on, you're talking to your business. Yes, my business has an energy. It's got 3 aspects to that energy, and it's got its own chakras, it's got an inner child and everything. The more I communicate with my business, the better it works. It's just, because I've done it for so long now, because I'm so connected to my business and I talk to it all the time, it works. So what I was saying was I wake up and I talk to my business, good morning. I might come in, because I've got the spare room as a office, I might actually come in and open the door and blinds. I will still say, business, I'm not ready, I'm just allowing the light to come into the room. And then when I'm ready to start, I will come in and I'll again talk to my business, good morning business, let's get working. And I do that. And then at the end, when I'm ready to finish work, now work might be I finish at 12 or I might finish later in the day. But when I'm ready to finish, before I shut down my computer, I go, thank you business. I'm really grateful for what we've done today. Been a great day. Now it's time for both of us to rest. You're to rest so that you can, work again tomorrow. I might do other things, like I'm studying a course. I might do some of that. I might go and see a friend or whatever, but I'm not working on my business. And so once I've shut my computer down, I'll shut the blinds and the door and I'll say good night. Now it might be 12 o'clock, so I won't shut the blinds and the door, but I'll still say, thank you, I'm not going to work on you for the rest of the day. You're resting. I'll go and do some other stuff. I'm giving my business time to rest. Your business has an energy. It needs to rest. It can't be on 24/7. If it's on 24/7, then when does it rest? And eventually it's like, it will wear out it will get to the point where it goes, I've had enough. Give it a rest. And that's one of my boundaries. Another boundary is when I reply to people. When I reply to whether it's clients or other people that have just messaged, I have boundaries around that. I have boundaries when I actually work. I don't work at night. There is a membership I'm in that we do work at night. Yet that's the only thing I do, because the rest of it, I know my energy is better during the day. I can't work at night. Other people can, and that's fantastic. Work with your energy. When is your energy best to work? That's a boundary for me, and I won't go outside of that. So I make sure my calendar is set up so if someone wants to book in for, a 15-minute chat with me or book in for an actual session or whatever, then my times are when I work best. It's not going to suit everybody. Nothing I can do about that. If I work with somebody outside of when the best time is, I'm not giving them the best that they need. They need the best. They need the best of me. And so that's what I do. That's another boundary. Now, the other thing in the root-based chakra is the purpose. What purpose does your business have? And what was the purpose of starting your business? Go back to that, because if you started your business out of a real scarcity or something like that, you might have been in a job that was really toxic and you had to leave and you go, I'm just going to start a business. That's not a great way to start a business. Go back to that, and if that's how you started, then do some work on that, do some energy healing on that, and allow all that to transmit so that your business is able to operate better. Because you're still in business, you obviously want to be in business. Go back and do that healing so that your business is able to work better. What purpose? What's the big plan for your business? You have a look at all of that. It's just when you really tap into your purpose for your business, and you can see my whole energy just became really gentle, because the purpose for my business has changed. There's a lot more gentleness, there's a lot more softness. You'll see that times there's a real power sort of comes through, but it's not a negative power sort of thing. It's like, this is who I am. This is what I'm doing. There are times I need to be firm with you, and there are other times I can be gentle. Depending on what you need is what's going to come through. And I'm really tapping into all of that now. That's the purpose of my business. Purpose of my business is to be more gentle, yet at the same time, there are times that I can be firm with gentleness. And it's just, amazing. Write down, what is the purpose of your business? There might be a few different purposes. We all have a purpose in life. The first thing, our first purpose, was to come here and live on earth to the best of our ability. That's the first purpose. Yet there we can have other purposes. I have a purpose to be an artist and a writer. Like, I've actually already got the first draft of my book printed out. That's already the first book. That's already happening. Writer, artist, and like mentor and all of that. These are my purposes for my business, and I'm creating products as well. I'm going to be a product and service businesswoman. That's what I'm going to be, my purpose. Oh, I could really go on about all of these forever, so I'm just going to recap. Personal, it's about your psychological state. How stable is it? It's the stability of your psychological state. Yes, it does start in the root-based chakra, because that's where stability starts. And in business, it's your purpose and your boundaries. What is that about? What is your purpose and what are your boundaries? Review all of that so that you can move forward with strength. Thank you very, very much for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and I shall see you next time. Bye.